Welcome back to some more FTL with me, Daniel from Dan Has Fun. Last episode, we used the Lanius A. You nearly called it the Lancia. No, it's not a Stratos. We won't spoil the results just in case you haven't seen it, but you definitely should. This episode, we're going to use one of the worst ships, in my opinion, in the entire game. The Vortex, which is the second, so the B layout for the NG. Now, lots to talk about with this one. We only start with one crew member. So I guess you should really just be called... There you go. That seems about right. So how does this ship work? So we get 3 drones to start off with, 2 system repair drones and an anti-personnel drone. Essentially, they're to fill in for the crew that you don't have. They're just worse in pretty much every way. We also don't have any sensors on this ship, so things like fire, well, let's hope it's not super bad, because we can't see if there is anything that goes wrong in that kind of regard. And because we have no sensors, we can't really use mind control unless we end up getting a slug crew member, and pretty mediocre starting weapons don't help matters. We have a heavy ion and a heavy laser. So, this is going to be a wild ride. I've never got to Sector 8 with this ship. We'll try it in normal. I really just want to get it done so we can go for the Type C version of this ship. I've never used it, so let's begin. And straight off the bat, we have to power up our weapons. We don't have enough power to power up weapons and drones, so we have to keep that in mind as well. This is going to be stinky. What I think we'll do from the get-go, though, we're going to open all doors, close our door, because we're gonna have to use Solo as the pilot. Our hands are tied, and we're going to let all the O2 out of the entire ship apart from our location. That way, if we do have intruders, we might not have to use a drone part. I'm not sure how that works either. I don't know if we're going to have to use a drone part every time we activate these guys. I don't know. So hopefully we won't have to rely on them all the time. My plan is going to be to try and convert this away from a purely drone ship ASAP. But we're not going to pay their toll. We can't even do so if we wanted to. What do we have going on for them? Laser and laser. It's not the worst it could be. We probably want to keep a system repair drone on at all times. We're going to have one, and then we're going to see how this works. We have 5 drone parts right now. The heavy ion, I do want to have it fire as soon as it can, but there's no point firing the heavy laser until the heavy ion goes. Which sucks, because the heavy ion takes longer to charge. Yep, we already have pain. And we missed. Amazing. Okay. So this is going to go really well off the get-go. And we've lost our weapon. We're going to have to run a second system repair drone already. This is, yeah, this is great. And we don't have enough power for that, so turn that back on. Oop, turn that on. Get the heavy ion back for the shields. And again, there's no point trying to use the heavy laser because it can't get through any shield layers by itself. So we are taking an absolute ton of damage off the get-go because our heavy ion missed immediately. Okay, now we start to have hopefully a little bit of momentum, but yikes. That first miss is just terrible. Thought the crew might burn in the fire, but I guess, no. Oh, come on. Like, couldn't it a cow's backside with a banjo, it would appear. There we go. Alright, so we lost 25% of our health and 2 drone parts immediately. Oh. Yeah, this ship is a rough start. We might end up having to restart Well, we won't do it proactively, but I can see us having to start again afterwards. I mean, flat cannon in the second encounter. Like, what are we meant to do with this exactly, other than just take massive quantities of damage? Good job. Hull is technically a resource because we're going to be using it, whether we like it or not. That's a pretty tasty deal, but I'm going to say no on this occasion. Normally, I would take a lot of early fuel. However, we need every piece of scrap we can get because we need to change our overall system layout and options. Ugh, 12 scrap's not exactly a ton. We can jump probably to one more location before we go to that shop. But we're not, yeah, we're definitely not buying a slave. They have a drone and a missile launcher. That's just awful. Drone won't be too big a deal. You'd have to get very lucky on its rotations in order to hurt us. So it probably will once or twice. Empty room, here's fine. And we missed again with the heavy laser. Come on, man. I think we got a breach in their weapons room, so that's good. So I guess now what we'll do is we'll aim for their door system. And preemptively start closing a few doors around the med base. We can go heal at the end of this combat. Oh, another breach in their doors too. Okay, perfect. So then we're going to aim for their O2. I don't think we're going to be able to suffocate them out. I was hoping so to get some extra scrap, but I don't think that's going to happen. No, we're going to have to aim for their weapons again. Because we get one more missile to the face, and it's in our own drone area. So, I mean, at least our drones are there. Yes, please take that, Rockman. Does mean we're going to have to slightly tweak how we do the air setup. Because our rock person, I think, is going to go into... I think our shields? Do you have any skills for anything? No. Okay, so based on that information then, and because rocks are immune to fire damage, I'm going to keep these doors ready to roll, I think. You still not got O2 in that middle room? Right now. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so we're going to put that rock in the shields just so we have immediate repair going on, and again, fire immunity. But we do need to turn our engine back on so we can get out of dodge. Yeah, we're already down to half health. This is pretty terrible. Oh boy, another drone. That's exactly what... No, it's not. And it's too early to buy anything I want like that. I don't feel like we need the anti-personnel drone. And I don't feel like we need drone reactor booster either. Like, they move pretty quickly anyway, the system repair drones. But if we sold them, so that would be 17 plus 25, so that's 42. Does that move the needle on anything? I mean, it does mean we can pick up hacking, but is that important? Probably not, because it also uses drone parts. It's probably not a good combination. So I guess we'll fix the hull up a bit for now. And I guess we'll just keep a hold of it. Yeah, there's nothing in there that I think really makes things significantly better, so... we'll keep plodding on. I'm not buying a crew member, even if it's a human who's okay, but no. Beacon with nothing in it, that's absolutely not what I want. And fire. Could be a lot worse. So it will open up those rooms just so we don't have any fires potentially spawning in them. What do you have in terms of danger? Oh, good. Another missile. Something we will almost certainly not be able to dodge. Yeah, we really need an ion. If we were going to go ion, we really need one that fires quicker than, oh my word, the heavy laser, which seems to just be designed to miss and do nothing else. I didn't mean to auto-fire it either, but it would have worked out, and it missed anyway. I don't know where the fire is because we don't have sensors. So we're just going to have to deal. At least we're not going to get shot by another. We're not going to get another shot, surely, from the missile unit. I hope not. Yeah, now we should be fine. There must be a fire in their piloting, which means I'm going to shoot their O2 and then their med bay and see if we can possibly. No, thank you. No, they're repairing their weapon, so I'm just going to have to shoot them there and just say that's all we can do. And they're dead. All at 50% again. Oh boy. Oh boy. We'll go to this other beacon before going to the distress one, I think. Yeah, let's save the civilian ship. Can somebody just not have a missile launcher, please? Like I said, if we had that terrible, like, 4 seconds for ion option, it would be infinitely better than this. And if we could stop missing every single time too, it would be great as well. Like, we can miss occasionally and be fine, but the fact that we constantly miss, seemingly, with our heavy laser makes this incredibly painful. And it's not as if we can be like, oh, let's, you know, use our heavy ion on their handling instead, because otherwise their shield comes back up and then we can't do any damage. If this was like a burst, even if it was a burst laser 1 instead of a heavy laser, at least we would have some capacity to break the shield without the ion. But we don't. We just do not have an option. And that's why we hemorrhage so much health. That's why we need pretty lucky draw, but we're just not getting it. Yeah, we'll lead you to your destination, the next sector, that's fine. Would we be able to get here and then to the nebula? I think we would. I'd rather, if we're going to die, I'd rather die in Sector 1 so we can restart. Okay, nothing of interest. That could have done hull damage, but it just did nothing instead, so it's fine. Yeah, okay, I'm alright with that. Yeah, we clearly aren't using drone parts as long as these guys stay up too, so not too bad. And we have fuel probably until we'll explode. I really don't want to attack this ship, but I'm gonna have to. Otherwise, if we're panzering out of Sector 1 events, we are absolutely doomed for the future. And they have hacking. Where are you going to hack? Of course it's weapons. Okay, well, we're just doomed then. And we are a sitting duck until our FTL drive charges up regardless. Well, at least it missed. Please hit the wet. Okay, so thank goodness their missile is offline. So we may survive to fight another day. Maybe. We are going to have to turn our heavy laser off auto fire though, because otherwise the heavy ion is going to constantly fire when it does nothing. Seriously, any ion weapon other than this one. Oh good, a breach and an auto hacker that doesn't have any crew. That's very helpful. This fight's gonna take a while, kids. Oops, didn't mean to hit that button. It's fine though. We have to wait for the heavy ion. And we would have missed anyway. That's good to know. But I'm going to try and fire. If it'll let me go, I'm going to try and fire on the hacking unit. Try and prevent this problem, but no. We were not quite fast enough. Meanwhile, watching charge bars for the rest of time. Okay, now we should be fine, because we can't get hacked, which means our power to our weapons will be left alone. Yeah, there it goes. Thank goodness. And the rewards they gave us were not that good. Well, both of these options kind of suck in different ways. So, Mantis sucks because we don't really have the power to run our anti-personnel drone. And the Zoltan sector sucks because we really don't have the strength to get through the super shield. So I guess we're going to have to go Mantis, potentially power up the anti-personnel drone, and then just hope for the best. Well, the quest is up north. Maybe we'll be lucky and there'll be a shop up there. One can dream. And they can board us off the get-go. Okay. So... one system repair drone goes down. We don't even have enough power to run all this at the same time. Amazing. But we'll have anti-personnel instead. And then we're just going to have to watch the oxygen, I guess. Why is the weapon doors like that? What are you doing? Well, at least we knew where it was as a result. I mean, fill the linings, right? They don't have anything to penetrate our shield with, at least. This is one of the rare times where aiming for their weapons is not the play. So instead, we want to go for their... I think we want to go for their med bay, actually. And there's a breach in there. So Mantis are really, really bad at repairing things. So we might be able to suffocate them out. Okay, so they have 4 hit points left. All I'm going to do is attack their piloting just so that they can't escape. And then once I do, I'm going to then just leave them and see what happens. So turn your heavy laser off, turn your oxygen back on. And now we're going to play the waiting game while I grab a cup of tea. Oh no, I guess we can't because of they've powered up their med bay again. Okay, fine. We actually turn engines off, as crazy a thought as that is. Well, we tried. But yeah, they must have a couple of Mantis on board. We tried. But we definitely do need to, unless there's a shop nearby, which I keep hitting the wrong button for, because we don't have any power in our engines. Just for a second, do that. Is there a store? No, so we need to do 1 reactor power. Just so we can keep this drone combination going. I highly doubt we're going to be able to complete this, but we can dream. Okay, so we're going to again have to aim for the shield. Yet they don't want to fight, I am aware. They do have a combination of weapons, though, that can definitely hurt me. Yeah. Burst laser 2 plus a mini beam is a horrible combination to run into this early. And our heavy laser missed. Of course it did. Why would it do anything else? Meanwhile, if our system repair drone would quite like to go, like, somewhere important, that would be good. Or if he just wants to sit in place and be stupid, I mean, that works too, I guess. They have a fire in their weapons area, so that's helpful. No, they want to escape, so we're going to go to their piloting next. Of course we missed, though. Can we ever not miss? Like, for realsies. And they do have their their burst laser back on, so we're going to have to fire at it. Please don't fire before us. Okay, you didn't. But yeah, with their piloting offline, we should be able to catch them before they escape. And we did. Please drop something important. Just a little bit of scrap. Not that helpful. We should heal up our pilot. That means temporarily closing these doors. Otherwise, he can't heal through the suffocation. They're alive, but yeah, just by a thread. We open those doors. There we go. And we have to turn the engine back on to jump. There's a store. I'm going to go there first, even though the quest could give us something helpful for the store. I can't run the risk of being caught by the rebel fleet. That would be absolute death for us right now. Oh good, even more drones I don't want. There is a scrap recovery arm, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Another heavy laser one. Oh boy. Spoiling me. Charger ion. How much power does it take? It takes the same amount of power as the ion we already have. It fires in less than half the time. But it would only essentially be 12 seconds for 2 of them if we wanted to do it that way. But it's still not amazing. I feel as if we have to get scrap recovery arm. That's an absolute mandatory option. And then really, as ridiculous as a concept as it might be, and as bad as it is, I'm tempted to temporarily get a heavy laser 1. Because it only takes 1 power, so it's not going to cost us a ton to invest in to make that happen. And at least it means we would have 2 shots at attacking somebody's weapons. I don't think it's a great solution, but I think it's the only solution we have right now. And I mean, we're going to have to fix everything we can. So we obviously we can't afford to use that quite yet, but I'm hoping this quest reward will give us that option. Please, give us some good scrap. They did not. They upgraded our reactor by 1, which I mean, I would need to do anyway to make that event happen. I need 35 scrap to get a 4th bar of power for weapons. So that is the next priority. I don't see a missile there. Hooray! I do see a drone though, and it's trying to escape. It's a beam drone with a beam weapon. Okay, well that's... Okay, this is heavy send then on their piloting. If we can hit it. There we go. I mean, there was a breach, but that's irrelevant. So let's go for the engines next. We do not want this thing to escape. And I'm 99% sure now it's not going to. So this is a nice respite. Yeah, 2 beam weapons. And no capacity to break shields in any way. At first I was like, oh well, the game must have given it a halberd beam then, because it doesn't need to break shields necessarily that way. Not the case, it turns out. And you're done. Not a great reward, but I'm not that surprised given it wasn't that difficult to ship. Let's keep trucking in our weird bagel mobile. You don't have a missile either, but you have lasers to go with your mini beam, so you can be dangerous. Yeah, the mini beam, you'd think it would be rubbish, but I would love to have a mini beam now if I could. Oh dear, the ion pulse in this area. Yes, we definitely want to hit weapons. Thank you very much. Yeah, because right now we don't have any shields, so that's not so good. It's a lot worse for them, though, at least. We'll have that fire. Yeah, it'll only hit the shield, but it's fine. The heavy ion will go right before it anyway. Or not, if we end up with that. Awesome, so we have no weapons. Okay, yeah, please keep hitting my drone control. That's fine. Like, if you want to hit drone control, that works for me. Oh no, all my drones are sleeping while there's non-combats going on. How terrible. I guess you should probably try heavy ironing their piloting just in case they end up having to put their shields down, but we'll see. And they're done. Well, that was a very passive combat. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. I think we jump out of here before it can do anything else to us. Turn our drones back on. Thank you very much. Distress signal. Sure. We have, what, like 2/3 health? What could go wrong? 12 scrap to lead you to your destination. That's on the way too. Oh yeah, we can work with that. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no. Oh. Well, I'm glad we caught that before death happened. So what would happen here then? We'd have to go 1, 2, but then we'd have to go... Oh, we can't do that. Yeah, no, that's not happening. If this connected, it would be an absolute slam dunk, but we cannot complete that quest. Why is this not jumpable? Yeah, because we have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no way we wouldn't get caught. And, spoiler alert, we don't have the ship to get caught. So, sorry, quest marker, that's not happening. And the game punishes for that by putting us in the sun. And the combat, of course, has to happen in piloting. Why would it be anywhere else? Well, get the NG out of there anyway. Oh, they have more intruders than I thought. Okay. Sure, if you want to fight the Rock Man, you go for it. Ow, they blew up my they blew up my piloting. How very sad. Now we're gonna have to turn the med bay on. Oh no, that was a mistake. I just lost my pilot because I turned that on too late. Yikes. Well, that could have been handled better. I think it's fair to say. Oh, bloody hell, fire. So how are we going to handle this then? So, there was the fires up here. Close off all this so our buddy, our Rockman, can heal. Well, our NG solo has now turned into a rock solo. Oh, that was terrible play, that. Oh, I didn't realize until it was too late that our med bay wasn't turned on. That's terrible. And because we couldn't get into the piloting bay there until our Rockman was healed, we've only just started charging our FTL drive. And unfortunately, anti-personnel drones don't deal with fire for some reason. Oh, mamma mia. Well, Will, you are now going to pretend to be the NG that started on this ship. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Bad timing too, because we're definitely going to get boarded. What do you have for weaponry? An ion and a beam. So you can hurt me. Absolutely can hurt me. Luckily, they are not in sync with each other, so they did not. But yeah, we definitely want to shoot your weapons down. And we probably want to shoot your clone bay so you don't recover. Yeah, that's probably the way to go. We'll keep an eye on their weapons, though, because if they do start recovering them, we have to fire back on them, I guess. That heavy laser firing is fine, because it's going to fire right after this ion. Anyway, just with how the timing works. Yeah, they're clearly in the clone bay. So that's what keeps recovering. They have a breach in there now, though, so good luck to them. But yeah, I still can't believe we lost our NG to start off with. That is, it's just terrible. Just bad play. No excuse for it, was just bad. Now we can... Oops, don't do that. It's the weapon one I want. We can fire up both of our heavy lasers at least, and we can go to this extra beacon. Ooh, an asteroid field. Well, I would say, normally I'd say that's terrible, and it's still not great. But what's worse for them is the fact that they don't have any shields at all. So they are definitely in a worse state than we are. Although we are going to get absolutely mauled by asteroids until we get our shield back. We got very lucky on the asteroid timings back there. Yeah, we need to get out of here ASAP, so can you please hurry up? We can't even farm this for shield experience because we don't have a shield person anymore because we were dumb. And by we, I mean me. Yeah, let's go straight to the exit, please. Four missiles and 2 drone parts to improve our reactor? Sure, that's a pretty good deal. Next sector. Oh, I wonder which one we'll pick. Do you want abandoned sector or abandoned sector? Lanius are pretty much the worst thing in the world for us to deal with as well. So, that's just groovy. Just the best. Because they don't need to breathe. So, having no oxygen on the ship is a moot point. And you have 2 missile launchers. Oh, that's just spectacular. And you're hacking my drones. That's an interesting decision that you've made. The only saving grace is that we don't need our heavy ion necessarily to now penetrate the shield, as long as they only have 1 bar. And we missed anyway. Great, that's just... Oh, that went really well. Because our drones now can't get out of the room that... Oh, we have no shields. And I can't go and repair them either. Can anything hit? Please. Apparently the answer is no. We now have no dodge, and I think we're going to get completely toasted here and be completely stuck. Yeah, because our system repair drones, we need to power them both up. They need to do something. We have no shields, no engine, no oxygen, no dodge, and I think we're about to get wrecked. Yeah, I'm going to accept your offer so I don't die. Wow. If it could have gone wrong there, it pretty much did. That was horrendous. And we have... that was from a Lanius scout. We didn't even get boarded, and it was that bad. That's how screwed I think we are now. That or we're on a speed run, right? That's one or the other. Oh boy. I mean, we can't afford to power it up, but yeah, let's get that second bar of shields prepared. We're gonna have to try and harvest some. And a bomb, a flat cannon, and a laser. And 2 layers of shield. So we, my friends, are in a lot of trouble. Luckily they can't board us. That's really the only thing going for us. And they bombed my oxygen. Okay, well it could be a lot worse. So yeah, they're down just to their flat cannon, which can still hurt us, by the way. We're not safe from it. Yeah, because if every attack hits like that did, then we're still not going to be able to take it. And their shield's coming back up, and their laser is back too. Awesome. Oh, we're dead. Well, that went spectacularly. Spectacularly badly. Yeah, one last explosion marks your fate as your ship is torn apart. Well, ripperonis. Hope you enjoyed that, Calamity. Maybe we'll try a different ship next time. Yeah, subscribe for more if you want to see Polymorph failing in FTL Advanced Edition. Bye for now. Thank you for watching the video, and if you'd like to see more, feel free to stick around.